Bayanihan operations added depth into our internal security campaign here in the province of Tarlac, because the concept did not only facilitate compliance to the military objectives of clearing barangays, uprooting politico-military structures, recovering firearms, and neutralizing personalities, but more importantly, it also addresses the root causes of insurgency, which we strongly believe are the main weapons. Development is still the main weapon, and really finally, or for the long-term solution of this long-lasting solution and final resolution of this internal security problem, which has beset our country for more than 40 years. The Bayanihan concept is conceptualized by the unit based on its assessment in its area of operations, which is the provinces of Nueva Ecija, Pangasinan, and Tarlac. The insurgency problem, which we have been confronting for almost 40 years, has become so complex that one or two operational methodology alone would not suffice to really address and really resolve this insurgency problem. That is why the unit, based on its honest to goodness assessment of the enemy situation or the threat situation in its area, came up with this Bayanihan concept. Well, a Bayanihan concept is practically is a new concept, but it is rather a compilation of the best practices of other Army and AFP units in various parts of the country. So we put together, it is practically an expanded SOT, if you may call it, and it integrates other methodologies used by other units, such as the community-based CMO of General Mesa in 2nd Infantry Division. We also integrate the MBO concept, the mass-based operations, the special forces. Integrated in the concept is the bridging leadership concept formulated by the NCR command. We also integrate SOT in white area. We also have, of course, the interagency coordination concept, which are being advocated by the National Internal Security Plan and thus operationalized by other commanders, such as General Gomez of 7th Infantry Division while he was in Bohol, and all other best practices of other units. So we put together all this and came up with the Bayanihan concept, which we believe is suitable in an area of operations such as Tarlac and even in most parts of Central Luzon. Well, the concept has 4 phases. Mainly, we have planning and preparation. We have shaping operations. And the third phase is the Bayanihan proper, wherein it involves immersion in the barangays. It also involves counter-organizing and assistance to community development. And the last phase would be transition and handover to the local chief executives of the primary internal security role. Then another sub-phase is the counter-organizing. Here we organize the Bayanihan security system. This follows the civilian volunteer concept, wherein or the barangay defense system, whatever you may call it. But this one is we organize them and tailored to be dovetailed with the public safety plans of the different municipalities in Tarlac. So the Bayanihan security system has five main areas of concerns. So first, of course, is to assist in anti-insurgency campaign of the armed forces. Next is to also assist in the anti-criminality campaign of the PNP. They are also organized so that they could respond to emergencies and disasters in their respective barangays. And fourth is they assist in the developmental projects of the barangay captains and other local chief executives in the area. And lastly, they empower the local chief executives in the performance of their respective task of governing their respective barangays. So these are the five main areas of concern or five main functions of the Bayanihan security system, which makes it different from the barangay defense system, which was earlier being organized in Central Luzon. So here nakadovetail na sa public safety plan, because during the handover in phase 4, transition would be very smooth. Transition of the lead role to the local chief executives would be smooth, because at this point they are now involved in Bayanihan operations. Established in phase 2 will now be transformed into Bayanihan Action Center. So the membership is the same, all sectors, government agencies, and other groups, the private sector, are represented in this Bayanihan Action Center. And even us, of course, the PNP and the military have their own representatives in this Bayanihan Action Center. This Action Center would now serve as the focal point of coordination in addressing the issues identified during the immersion phase and other developmental concerns in the area. Then after establishing these coordinative mechanisms, we are now ready to hand over the lead role to the various LGUs. Now in handing over, we hand over the area by municipality. So this is also in line with the area clearing concept advocated in Bantaylaya 2. So we hand over municipalities. Then after handing over all the municipalities, to include the city if there are, we hand over the entire province to the governor. Then we shift now from the lead role to support role. I would like to emphasize that handover, most of the LGU's notion is once we hand over, we leave the area. No, we need to emphasize to them that what we are handing over is only the lead role. So while they take over the lead role, we now shift to support role. And here we continue the visibility of our security forces is vital in the area, because to really erase that fear factor ingrained in the minds of the populace. And at the same time, it builds confidence that they are ready to defend their respective villages from any reinfiltration from the communist terrorists. After that, we now go to phase 4, that is transition and handover. So in the clear, hold, consolidate, develop framework of the NISP, we have this, there should be a point wherein we should hand over the lead role to the local chief executives, because when it comes to consolidation and development, this is now the forte of the local government units. That is why after clearing and establishing holding mechanisms, we come to a point of handing it over, the lead role, to the local government units, so that when it comes to the consolidate develop phases of the CHCD operational methodology, the LGUs now would be in the lead role, while us, the Army, the Armed Forces, would now assume the support role. So here, during the transition and handover, we strengthen the counter organizations we have established, like the Bayanihan security system. See to it that they are functional by way of conducting maintenance activities such as organizational training, disaster response training. We also train these people, the volunteers, on information collection and ASIMO operators. So aside from that, of course, just like in SOT, we also establish barangay intelligence nets, the BINs. These are now embedded in the BSS, and these are confidential people which only the battalion knows. Not even the other members of the BSS knows that some of them are informants of the unit. Then aside from that, we have to establish this coordinative mechanism to ensure continued synergy among the stakeholders in our internal security campaign, such as the Bayanihan core group environment. We had this innovation, we call it Knowing Your Partners program. If we have Knowing Your Enemy program, we also have conceptualized this Knowing Your Partners, wherein we invite line government agencies to sit with us, discuss their programs, discuss our programs with them, and come up with the areas of cooperation and coordination. So this is part of the shaping operations we had. And after having shaped the environment, we are now prepared to move on to phase 3, which is the Bayanihan proper. The Bayanihan proper has 3 sub-phases, namely we have the immersion phase, counter-organizing, and support to development phase. So this phase of the Bayanihan operations is practically the same as the SOT we had, wherein we also immerse in the barangays. Except for some TTPs and the milestones we have formulated, it follows the TTPs of the re-engineered SOT. So during immersion, after clearing the area, we are now ready to immerse in the barangays, in the focus barangays. And here, we follow the TTPs of SOT, meaning we conduct follow-up social investigation and class analysis, or SICA. Then we also identify issues, primary and secondary issues, which were used by the SYPs to influence these barangays. Then part of it is practically living with the people. By this, our Bayanihan operators also serve as needs assessment mechanisms to and be a conduit between the people and the local government in airing their concerns to the appropriate agencies for action. Actually aim to operationalize the strategy of holistic approach of the NISP, or the National Internal Security Plan, at the grassroots level. Alam naman natin na itong interagency coordination does not work at subnational and at the grassroots level. Meaning national leadership or national government agencies in Manila are talking about interagency coordination, but when we go down to regional, provincial, and even municipal levels, we cannot feel really this supposedly synergy among all government agencies and among stakeholders in our internal security campaign. That is why the unit opted to conceptualize, formulate this Bayanihan concept. And we have applied this initially in the province of Tarlac, particularly the municipality of Capas, wherein we followed it by phases, and it gained significant headway and really contributed much in the accomplishment of the IISO mission of the 3rd Mechanized Infantry Battalion. Two of the Bayanihan operations wherein we shaped the environment. Shaping meaning we conducted interagency coordination. It started from we paid courtesy calls to the local chief executives, from the governor and the different mayors in the area, and even down to barangay captains. And as part of shaping, of course, we have to clear the area of before the immersion phase 3. We conducted combat operations wherein we cleared the area prior to the immersion of the Bayanihan teams. Then also part of our shaping operations is the organization of Bayanihan core group at the municipal level. This is actually composed of representatives, action personnel from the different line agencies, the local government, and representatives from the military and PNP. So after shaping the environment, we proceeded to the immersion phase of Bayanihan operations. Phase of but the Bayanihan proper is the support to development. Now we are there to facilitate the implementation of livelihood and other development projects being sponsored by other government agencies and other NGOs or other cause-oriented groups. So our Bayanihan operators serve as, they also assist in the delivery of basic services. If there are some infrastructure projects wherein we really assisted in the implementation of these projects, and other developmental projects being implemented by other agencies. So these are the three sub-phases under phase 3 of the Bayanihan program or concept, Bayanihan operations.